get bit. Oh, that's a 7-8 pound fish. Look at the size of this one. Oh man. So it's late fall right now, and we've got one of the largest fronts that we've had so far of the year. We've got a lot of fog on the water today. The visibility is very low. But going to search for some fish in shallow water. The fishing, to be completely honest, has been pretty tough for me the past month or two. The water's cooling. We have lots of bait that's starting to move into the backs of some of these pockets and creeks. And I'm gonna throw some lures today that are gonna mimic that shad that these fish are feeding on. Hopefully we will catch some really good fish today. Thanks for joining me. Let's get going. Oh, we're gonna get bit here. We're gonna get bit here. I got a whole tree line. It's in shallow water, right here next to some deeper water. Here's one. Do I get bit? Oh, that's a 7-8 pound fish. All right, I'll take it. Oh, come on, baby, you're on my line. Lighter. We can't. We're sure of these trees. Look at that fish right there, boy. Look at that. Look at the size of this one. Oh man. Get over here, dude. Get over here, dude. Eating that jerkbait. Oh yeah. Nice fish. Man, that's fun. I love coming out here and throwing a jerkbait. It's a bait that I think these fish don't see a lot, even though this is a very highly pressured lake. It's very easy to get hung up out here. So that's pretty much what you do the whole time you're throwing a jerkbait. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm looking for right here. Nice, big, healthy Lake Fork fish in shallow water. Oh, and there he goes. Bye, buddy. Love it. Love it, man. Let's do it again. We can keep this going all afternoon. So it was a little bit of a rough day fishing today for me. It worked out really well though to catch one nice fish on the jerkbait. That's a really fun lure to use. I like it because it really accurately mimics the shad, and you know, especially when you have one that puts off a lot of flash like what I was using, it can draw bass in from a little bit further distance sometimes. But I like to throw that jerkbait around trees. I like to focus on something, whether it's trees or docks. I always like to focus on pieces of cover that I feel like bass are going to be near, and I'll throw that jerkbait. This right here is a 6-foot 8-inch medium power rod. It's got a extra fast tip on it, and I generally the majority of the time will use 12-pound fluorocarbon line when I'm throwing a jerkbait, especially around trees like I am out here on Lake Fork. Anything lighter than 12 and you really risk breaking off or not being able to pull that fish out of some of the trees and some of the cover that you've got them in. But if you tie a good knot and you make sure to check for abrasion on your line, if you have good 12-pound line, that should be perfect to be able to make long casts and get good depth and good action out of this lure. It's one of my favorite baits to use whenever fish are in shallow water. It hangs up quite a bit, but if you can stick with it, it's worth it. You'll get a lot of confidence in it. You will get bit on it, especially going into the later fall and into the springtime. It was fun to come out here this afternoon and mess around on a stretch of bank that I really like, that was holding a lot of bait. I'm glad that this jerkbait caught a fish, and I'm looking forward to coming out here again and teaching as much as I can about how I like to fish this particular lake. Thanks for watching, guys.